Diane,
Hey.
and we're the travel tragics behind AllAbroad.com.au.
I'm a photographer. Di's a
Rider, and we're both tour hosts, which is kind of fun, cool, and
part-time tour host.
as interesting as it sounds. So I guess this is our little patch of the web where we want to bring you our view of the world and share with you our experiences. We love exploring new cultures and checking out new places.
We love the way, we love the way travel changes us, shapes us, molds us. We're not the same person whenever we come back from somewhere. So travel started about 10 years ago. On our first trip to Europe, Di dragged me over there, kicking and screaming. I didn't really want to go, but once she got me over there, she created a beast, and we've both loved travelling ever since. So
the first time we went to Europe, I can tell you, Adrian, I had to beg him to get his camera out to start taking photos. And we're talking early days of digital, one of the very first digital cameras. Ade would not take his camera out in England, and I begged him. By the time we got up to Scotland, 2 weeks later, he wouldn't put it away, and I was forced to get out of the car in the cold to photograph the Glencoe Mountains, you name it. He was hooked, and he's been hooked ever since.
Yeah, love it. Love my photography.
I guess our blog is a little different in that it's a mix of family travel, when we travel with our family and friends, which we love to do, a mix of couples travel when we travel just the two of us, which really is probably our favourite way to travel because we can just sit for hours and wait while Ade finds the perfect shot. No one but me is there to complain, so he's pretty happy.
I'll read a book.
And I'm quite happy writing or reading a book and hosting tours. Ade, what's your favourite place?
Africa. People, the wildlife, the sunsets, beaches. I love it, but especially the wildlife and the people that you meet over there. It's a pretty special place. I love it.
I always find this question really hard. I reckon it's the hardest question we're ever asked because I have favourites for this, favourites for that, favourites for everything. But I guess when I'm pinned down, I would have to say Lavaux in Switzerland. I love the vineyards there, the water. It's right on the banks of Lake Geneva, and to me, Switzerland is just a stunning country. The greenery, the mountainside, it's just absolutely beautiful, and Lavaux is just gorgeous. Absolutely
An hour
stunning.
or two from the Swiss Alps and the French Alps, not far from the French Alps. It's it's a pretty amazing place.
Yeah. What's been your favourite experience?
Favourite experience travelling? I'd actually say the first trip. You always struggle to recapture that first trip away. But that first one we did in 2001, where we met a lot of amazing people, and just experienced totally different cultures that I'd only ever been to Australia. I've been to the US as a kid to Disneyland, but just to immerse yourself in other cultures and drinking steins in beer halls in Austria and seeing the Swiss Alps for the first time and seeing just people that we met in that travel. It's fantastic.
I reckon mine, which is funny that you talked about Switzerland and I'm going to talk about Africa, but mine was when we were surrounded by lions in the Masai Mara, and we were the only van there, and we just sat there, and the lions, about 12 of them or so, 2 big males and a female on heat, and all their cubs were just playing around the van and eating, and
about 6 females that he won on heat.
Came so close to us you could literally put your hand out the window of the van and rub its mane. What's your favourite food?
Favourite food? I'm going to say I really love getting a good banh mi in Hoi An. That's, yeah, I have to say banh mi in Hoi An.
I find this one tough as well. I'm going to say gyros in Greece. That was pretty cool.
Yeah,
that
the
was
chips,
pretty cool.
French fries.
Our favourite experience of a meal would have to be in Venice when we got sucked into going to a very expensive restaurant. I can't remember what we ate, but the waiter...
Mushrooms. Yeah, the truffles.
Oh, the truffles. We had the truffles.
That was one of them, yeah.
No wonder it was an expensive meal. We thought we'd be working in the kitchen for the night to pay it off. But the waiter made it all...
He was brilliant.
Made it all worthwhile. He was hilarious.
It was a stage show and dinner.
And you can't beat eating on the banks of the canal there.
Yeah.
On the canals.
Not that we were on the banks.
No.
We were
On the canals.
tucked away in the back street.
On the back street.
In the back street, yeah. Couldn't see the canal. Anyway,
this is pretty much how our travel is.
You couldn't see the canals. Because I thought this would be cheaper, this restaurant.
See the canal.
I thought this restaurant would be cheaper because you can't see the water.
You could see the canal. Anyway. What's been your worst experience?
Probably one of the scariest experiences when we'd been to Anzac Cove for Anzac Day ceremonies. And ironically, we're sitting here at Anzac Day today. And we got there late because we were kind of told that it'd only take... Anyway, it's a long story. But all the ceremonies are finished, and suddenly we realised we got dropped off by a taxi, and we have absolutely no way of getting out of Anzac Cove and back to Ekabat. And so, luckily, we found an awesome overland group that were nice enough to give us a ride back. It got pretty stressful. We thought we'd be sleeping overnight in Anzac Cove. That's probably about the worst. I think. That was very scary.
Yeah. So the whole experience in Kashmir was not a comfortable one for me.
That was coming. Yeah.
We arrived and it's like landing on the set of MASH. Everything's under green mesh. The airport is still half being built. Driving through the city streets, in front of every second shop there's an armed guard. And on our first night there, what I thought was gunshots could be heard all through the night, so I was laying there literally shaking so hard that I woke Adrian up, which is not easy to do, let me tell you. And the next day I was very freaked out, ready to go home. I did not want to stay in a country that was under siege, under fire, and this is what Kashmir was. I mean, our guidebook had said, if you value your life, do not go. Of course we went, but I was very afraid. Anyway, the next day we meet our guide who gives us some tips of what we can do and what we should do while we're in Srinagar. And Aid says, what was the noise last night? What was happening? And apparently it was wedding season in Kashmir, in Srinagar. So what I thought was gunfire was actually fireworks, and was a really lovely experience. Not actually the awful experience I thought it was going to be. And we had a lovely time in Srinagar. It was fantastic.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Fantastic. We started our first vlog in 2009 when we went to Kenya, Africa. We thought we would just get some photos and
written stuff for friends.
We always write and photograph anyway when we're away, and we thought we'd put it down to share our experiences with our friends. That first vlog was called Keeping It Together. Keeping in touch, that's right. Keeping in touch. And it's evolved since then into All Abroad. So yeah, I guess we hope you enjoy our photographic, video, written journal of where we've been, where we're going, and what we see and the people we meet.